Hi everybody, welcome back to the FPL Duo. This is the FPL team selection video for double game week 34. How you, Jordan? How's everything?
Yeah, I'm very good, thanks. It's been a lovely week in terms of football and the weather.
Yeah, Friday now, weekend's here.
Yeah.
Football is got some good games in the weekend. Just to quickly discuss, obviously game week 33 just ended yesterday. I ended up on 72 points with a red arrow down to 33k, so small red arrow. Jordan, you see you smashed it a bit, 84 points.
Yeah, huge green arrow. I think 200k. I think I was on 1.1 mil. Now I'm shot up in the top 1 mil again with 84 points.
Okay. So yeah, 72 points and then 84 for Jordan. He's got a green arrow. I've got a small red arrow. But yeah, let's move on to the team selection for double game week 34, is it?
Yep.
So yeah, let's bring up my team and the two transfers I'm planning to make because I do have 2 free transfers. So as you can see at the bottom of my screen, I do have 2 free transfers, and the current plan is to take out Rafinha and play Mount and bring in Mount. And the second transfer is Weghorst down to Dobbin, who is a 4.5 million striker. Now, I plan to completely just erase that striker spot, take out Weghorst and get cheap 4.5 million, as you can see on my bench, Dobbin. And then that allows me the money to do Rafinha to Mount or Havertz. Now, I've got Mount on the screen right now, but I could go Havertz. It's 50-50 as of now, Mount or Havertz. I don't know which one to bring in. But I've left Mount in there for now. So you'll have to see tomorrow in the deadline stream to just see 100% who I bring in. So yeah, I've just quickly spoke about my transfers. Let's read out the 11. So I've got Ramsdale in goal against Manchester United at home. I'm not expecting a clean sheet from Arsenal. I do believe Man United will get a goal. So let's see. Ramsdale hasn't been great recently, conceded a few goals, but I think I'm just going to stick with him now to the end of the season. Hold on, I just got 2 seconds. Let me just change my mic around. I didn't realize doing that.
Yep. Can you hear me fine?
Yep. Yeah, that's all good.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Just my mic was playing up. Where was I? So yeah, I got Ramsdale in goal. Yeah, so against Man United, I don't expect a clean sheet, but here's hoping that he can do something decent and keep a clean sheet. But yeah, I do expect Man United to score. Then let's go on to the back four. As I mentioned last week, I do believe big at the back's the way. I'm also planning on bringing in Laporte for next week. So just an early shout there. I would have brought him in this week, but I don't want to take a hit to bring Laporte in. So I've got the back four. I've got Trent and Robertson that have Everton at home. Everton have been shocking lately, and I'd expect a Liverpool clean sheet there, even though it is a Merseyside derby and it's meant to be a bit tough. But I'm expecting a Trent and Robertson clean sheet, hopefully, and a couple of assists. And yeah, good fixture for Liverpool, I'd say. Moving on to Cancelo against Watford, another good fixture for Cancelo. Hopefully, another clean sheet. Watford ain't. I don't think the Watford will cause Man City too much trouble, so you can expect a clean sheet from Cancelo there. Moving on to the complete the back four is Reece James, who does have a double game week against West Ham and Manchester United. So Reece James is in. I think he is going to be quite highly transferred in for this week. I think he is close to a price rise also. So if you're planning on bringing in James, he will rise in price tonight, I think. So yeah, James is in there to complete the back four. In midfield now, I've got Martinelli against Man United and Saka against Man United. So 2 Arsenal attackers. Martinelli has been a bit frustrating recently, being benched a couple of times, and also he's not really scored in the last 6 games. So yeah, hopefully he can start against Manchester United and get a goal, but I'm not so sure that he will start, especially with Nketiah now playing ahead of him in the last game, and Nketiah ended up scoring 2 goals. So I'm assuming he'll keep his place. Then also Saka, as you know, is in my team for this week. Good penalty last weekend against Chelsea, and he stays. Kulusevski has Brentford at Brentford away, so decent fixture. It could be a bit tough for Spurs, but I think I'm happy to play Kulusevski against Brentford. Decent fixture, and hopefully can get something in that game. Salah also has Everton, another good fixture at Anfield for Salah. The captain's armband will be a discussion, I think, guys, this week between Salah or do you go for a doubler for Chelsea? Do you go Mount or Salah? Because Salah could easily outscore Mount, even though Mount has 2 games. Could be rotation risk, but I think Mount should play both games. But yeah, you've got to make your decision. Do you go with a single game player like Salah, who we saw this week got 19 points against Manchester United? And then I went for, Kane, obviously. But, Salah is another good single game week option for captain, I believe. So bear that in mind. And also, I've got Mount, who does have the captain's armband on him at the moment. Mount, another double game week, West Ham and United. I think decent fixtures. Mount looks, nailed to play both, hopefully. And he is predicted to get quite a few points in the next couple of weeks. So definitely keep Mount in there. And that's the midfield 5, And then moving on to the striker, I've got Harry Kane up top against Brentford. Another decent fixture, you'll say, for Harry Kane. I need Harry Kane to start scoring soon. In the last couple of weeks, I think Son has been outscoring him, especially in the goals. So I'm hoping Harry Kane could pick up the goal scoring form again and put a couple goals past Brentford. So that is my team, guys. I'm playing a 4-5-1. I've got 2 double game week players in there with Reece James and Mount. And I'm 50-50 on the captain pick. Do I go Mount or Salah? I've got the armband on Mount as of now, but I could change tomorrow when I wake up for the deadline stream. I could put it on Salah because I do think Salah will get... I fancy Salah against Everton, basically. So just to reiterate the transfers I'm making, the 2 players I'm taking out is Rafinha and Weghorst, and I'm bringing in Mount and Dobbin, and I'm completely putting a £4.5 million spot in the striker role. So that is the team, guys. 2 transfers, Mount and Dobbin in, basically. So yeah, that is the plans. Tomorrow I will be confirming them on the deadline stream, so be sure to check out for that one. Got a comment here from Ken. Welcome to the stream, Ken. He says, Salah captain for me this week. Liverpool smash Everton to pieces. Yeah, that is a worry if you're not captaining Salah. If he doesn't get another haul, especially 2 goals against Man United and an assist. And I think he picked up the 3 bonus points.
Yeah, and 1 clean sheet point too.
Yeah, a clean sheet point as well. That's the thing with Salah. You don't know when you don't want to get rid of him because there is always a double-digit haul around the corner every couple of games with Salah. I mean, and it could be another one against Everton. So that's the only reason I'm scared to captain Mount this week. I think Salah, if he does a madness against Everton, could be in trouble. But yeah, now let's move on to your team, Jordan, and what you're doing. So yeah, guys, I do have 2 free transfers, by the way, and I'll be using both. So no hits for me this week, 2 free transfers. So Jordan, your team, you do have 1 free transfer. Talk us through your plans this week.
Okay, so starting with the goalkeeper, I have Dubraka, the Newcastle goalkeeper, in my goal for this game week. He has got Norwich away, which I think for Newcastle is relatively easy, despite them playing in game week 33, where they won against Crystal Palace 1-0 and won against Leicester 2-1. So we have seen a quite magnificent form from Newcastle against average to top almost teams. So I expect Norwich will be a walk in the park for Newcastle. I don't think they could possibly concede against Norwich. As we've seen, they're relegated pretty much now after losing their last match. It was a bit of sign of hope that they would win against Man United, but that hope was diminished when they scored 2 more goals after that, thanks to Ronaldo. So I think now we can say that Norwich are going to be relegated from the Premier League. So they haven't really got much to fight for other than pride. So other than Newcastle, who have a bit more to fight for, they're not in a...
Well, yeah, Newcastle are a bit safe now, but I still think they're trying to play for, next season, getting climb up as high as possible and get a good finish.
Yeah, they'll just play for the highest finish in the table now. But yeah, that is my choice for goalkeeper this week. I have got Sarr on the bench for this one. He has got Burnley, but I do have more faith in Newcastle at the moment against Norwich fixture.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on to the defence, I am going with a 5-man defence again. In my last game, we had to go with 4, but and previously in 32, I went with 5 instead. So I'm going 5 again just to see if it works out better this week. So we have Reece James, who's got the 2 fixtures, West Ham home and Man United away. In terms of Reece James's performances, it hasn't been great so far since bringing him in. It hasn't started.
The problem is, also the problem is, we didn't really mention the Reece James, is now he's not playing as a right wing back. He's playing as one of the 3 centre backs. So he's not as attacking as well. So Aspilicueta now is playing ahead of him, which is a problem for FPL, obviously, for points. Because now Aspilicueta is now the furthest forward defender on that side. And James is tucked in, which is surprising.
Yeah, because I would have thought it was the complete opposite for what they really prefer to play in. Because Reece James prefers to play in where Aspilicueta is playing at the moment, and Aspilicueta likes playing where Reece James does. So
yeah, it's weird how they just swapped.
Yeah, it's a bit of backwards thinking from Tuchel on that. But...
I think a lot is to do with injury. I think because James has just come back from injury, I think they don't want to put him up and down, running up and down that right wing, maybe. Because I can't think of any other reason where Reece James is much better going forward. And Aspilicueta, you think, is a bit slower, sit at the back.
That does make sense.
Could be injury.
Yeah, it could be injury related, as you said. He has come back from injury recently, and you don't want to push Reece James back into a relapse of another injury reoccurring. So, moving on to the other defenders, we got Laporte and Cancelo, who have Watford home. The same as when they were against Brighton at the weekend. It was an easy 3-0 for them. They controlled pretty much the whole game, no problem whatsoever. So this Watford fixture is going to be a walk in the park for them, especially for the title race as well. They're not going to mess around in that game. They're going to put it to bed as soon as they can and then move on for the next fixture. But that should be a relatively easy clean sheet for Laporte and Cancelo, and maybe a goal from Laporte if they get a corner and Laporte gets a header, or if Cancelo gets an assist. Moving on to Liverpool's Trent Alex, who's got Everton at home. Again, say a similar reason to Man City. It's going to be an easy game for Liverpool against Everton, especially at Anfield. I don't see any troubles from that game, despite Everton being in a relatively poor state at the moment. Lampard hasn't really got the team going yet. So, that's going to be a relatively easy game for Liverpool, and I expect a clean sheet from Trent and possibly an assist too. So moving on to the final defender. This one I was a bit unsure of, but because it's Man United home, I've gone with Ben White as the 5th defender. It is quite possible, just depending on Man United, how they play against Arsenal, they could keep a clean sheet. If I'm honest, Arsenal. I mean, Man United could score. It's not entirely sure what sort of team.
Apparently Ronaldo's back for this game. He could play, so I don't know if that will change your thinking, but yeah,
that as well. It depends what sort of if he's on the bench for Ronaldo or if he's going to come on later on in the game. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know Man United, but I just had Ben White there just in case, because you never know with Man United how they'll play at the weekend. But we'll see what happens. So we're moving on to the midfielders now. I'm playing a 4-man midfield, and we're starting with Martinelli and Saka, who also have Man United home. I do expect something from Saka, definitely. On the other hand, though, Martinelli, I'm quite not sure if he will play or not, as Huss has spoken about it before. And Nketiah scored twice in last Arsenal game against Chelsea, so he is a bit unsure whether Arteta will play Nketiah from now on. I
think he will, to be fair. I'm not sure, but it's looking like he will. Why would he change that, I guess, after winning?
Yeah, if it's working for Arsenal, then it doesn't seem reason why you would put Martinelli back in the team, especially when he hasn't really got much. I mean, he's been close to scoring, but he hasn't really finished it.
Yeah, Martinelli could still play on the left side, but let's see what happens with Arsenal. Yeah,
we'll see what happens with that. It's an uncertainty, but we'll see close to the time when the lineups do come out. Saka is my vice captaincy pick in any case if the captaincy option goes to goes to Pop.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on to the captain of this game week. So I've gone with Salah again, who has got Everton home as the captaincy pick. I do think it's going to be a repeat of what happened last time when they were against Man United. And Salah scoring the 2 goals and getting the assist and the bonus 3 and the clean sheet. I do think it's going to be a same result against Everton. I think he's got a lot still going for him, Salah, especially after all the blanks and all the missed opportunities he's had in the previous games. But that bounce back against Man United has given him that confidence again as well to score comfortably and in very good form. So yeah, he's definitely my captaincy pick.
So Salah, you're definitely going captain, I guess, because you're not tempted by a Chelsea. Obviously, you're not doing any transfers, I guess, this week. You're rolling, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll the transfers this week. I don't think I need to really change much in the team. I was gonna think of getting Mount or Havertz in, but it's
we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
So Salah's your captain.
Yeah, Salah's the captain for this game week. So we're moving on to the last midfielder, who is Coutinho. He's got Leicester away. Now, this fixture, I don't know what to think of it, because Coutinho has blanked quite a few times now. I think it's like 5 or 6 game weeks now where he hasn't got anything. But I'm going to play him nonetheless, because similar to the thing I was just talking about a minute ago, I can't really get him in for anyone else. So I might as well just roll with him until Aston Villa have the double game weeks, which are further in 36 and 37, I believe, back to back. But he's gonna be on my team for this Leicester game. So moving on to the final player, who is my only forward up front, is Harry Kane, who has got Brentford away. This could be a very good fixture for Harry Kane, especially with Brentford. It could be a high scoring game, maybe from both teams, in fact, because Brentford have been very good in the previous matches. I think Eriksen's transfer to that team has really given them that boost of morale and confidence to play as a team, as we kind of didn't really see that before Eriksen was there. It was sort of like any player could score in that game, and we wouldn't really know who the players were if it was Breno or Tony. But I do think Harry Kane now should get a return in that game. I mean, he got 3 assists in the previous game Tottenham had, so I do hope he does score in this Brentford game. I mean, he's got the talent, he's got everything for that game, so hopefully it's a good result from Harry Kane. So
yeah,
so
you're seeing your bench.
Yeah, so on the team bench I got Sarr, the Wolves goalkeeper, Broha, Southampton forward, Ramsey, the Aston Villa midfielder, and Gelhardt, the Leeds forward.
Okay, so it's interesting to see that you're rolling your transfer this week, and so you will have 2 free transfers in game week 35.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, I'm using both my transfers this week. I do have 2 free transfers. So let me just quickly go back to my team. This is what I will be lining up with this week, 4-5-1 also. But I'll be bringing in Mount to potentially captain, or that could go to Havertz, as I mentioned. Havertz or Mount, I'm 50-50 on them. I'm still unsure. I'll probably decide till tomorrow morning. But yeah, that is the team selection so far, guys, for the video. That's who we're going with. We'll quickly discuss captain options. But before we do, please don't forget, guys, to drop a like on the stream. So smash the like button and also subscribe if you haven't already. We're very close to 200 subs, so please, if you can get us there, it will be very much appreciated. So yeah, Jordan, let's discuss captain options quickly before we wrap the stream up. You've gone with Salah. Obviously, you don't have any Chelsea attackers. I've got Mount as my captain currently, or Havertz potentially if I bring him in.
Yeah.
What do you reckon about the Chelsea? Do you think, would you be tempted to go with the Mount captain if you had him, or Salah you think is the way now, especially after the 2 goals against Man United and the assist? Do you think he can outscore Mount as a single game week player?
I think he can in the Everton fixture. I mean, if it was a different fixture, like a harder one, let's say Man City, for example. If Salah had Man City and Mount had West Ham United and Man United in that fixture,
the game week,
I would probably pick Mount over him for sure, because Mount would probably outscore Salah in that fixture, in that single game fixture that Salah would have but with Mount having 2, it does mean he might get more from those 2 games than Salah would in that single fixture for Man City if he did have him. So
as I've mentioned, I'm still undecided. I could change my mind and put the captain's armband on Salah tomorrow. I'm not sure. Could go Salah or Mount. I'll probably right to the deadline I'll decide. But yeah, let us know, guys, who you're captaining this week. Drop a comment and let us know who you're going captain. Are you going to go with Salah, who has a single game week against Everton? Or are you tempted to go with Mount or Havertz, who do have a double game week? Or even Werner, if you have him. Let us know, are you tempted with a Chelsea player this week? Because I think Mount will be a popular choice for captain pick this week. Purely, he does have a double. And we know a lot of people are swayed by the double game weeks. And yeah. So just quickly to recap, I have 2 free transfers this week. I'm taking out Rafinha and bringing in Mount, and I'm also taking out Weghorst and bringing in Dobbin for my bench. So those are the 2 free transfers. And Jordan, this is his team on the screen currently, as you can see, and he's got 1 free transfer, but he's chosen to roll and not make any transfers this week. So he will have 2 free transfers for game week 35. And yeah, is there anything else you'd like to add, Jordan? If anyone wants to drop any comments in below, if anyone wants to ask us any questions before we wrap the stream up, don't hesitate. Anything else you would like to cover, Jordan? Or is that everything for the team selection?
I do think the captaincy pick might be a bit spread out again between probably Harry Kane, Saka, Salah, and Mount or Havertz.
Saka, I'll be surprised against Man United. I know Man United back of a 4-0 loss. I think Chelsea and Salah. I'm not even sure about Harry Kane. I think that loss last week against Brighton will put people slightly off. I think, but it will be interesting to see the stats actually when it comes out. Who's the highest captain player in the top 10k? I think it will be Mount, but followed by Salah. But I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, will be interesting to see. But yeah, guys, we're trying to say we'll probably wrap it up here. We want to say thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone who's watched all our videos for the last 3-4 months. Actually, channel's growing a bit now, nearly close to 200 subs. We want to thank everyone for their support, for who's commented and who's watched, and who's also liked our videos. So yeah, that's it from me and Jordan. We hope to see you tomorrow for a deadline stream at 10 a.m. So early deadline tomorrow, 11 a.m. deadline. So we'll go an hour before. So yeah, join us on that one. Hope to be a good one. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoys their weekend as well. And we'll see you soon, guys. Ken, cheers as well. Appreciate the comment. Take care, guys. Hope to see you soon tomorrow, and have a good weekend.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, guys.
Peace.